Hey guys, and hello friends, new and old, and welcome back to my channel. I'm downstairs, I'm on my lunch, and it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey everybody. So, today is Monday. Typically I do a Man Crush Monday, but I thought this month I would do something a little different. I want to give a shout out to my good Judy, my good friend, Kristen Burns. And she is the one who came up with this idea that because it is spooky season and it's October, that I maybe do a Man Crush Monday spooky season. So I'm not going to call it Man Crush Monday. I'm going to call it Spooky Season Spotlight. So the triple S, every Monday, I'm going to be talking about a guy who plays either somebody spooky, like whether it be a vampire or somebody who's portraying a serial killer or something of that nature. So just to let you know, if I do spotlight someone who is portraying a serial killer, such as I'm doing today, I want to let everybody know I'm not sexualizing this person, and I'm not saying that what the person that they're portraying did was okay, not by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm all for shining the spotlight on the victims. This is just a fun way for me to change up Man Crush Monday. So that's why I'm saying I'm not calling it Man Crush Monday. I'm calling it Spooky Season Spotlight. So today's first Spooky Season Spotlight is going to be on Evan Peters. I chose Evan Peters because number one, Dahmer is huge right now, and I have not watched it. I don't know that I will be able to watch it because I think it might be a little too much for me. But from what I understand, his acting is just top tier in that. So that, along with the fact that he plays either creepy, spooky, constantly. So I thought he was a perfect guy to have as the first spooky season spotlight. So let's get right into him. Evan Peters. He was born January 20th, 1987 in St. Louis. And then in 2001, he moved with his family to Grand Blanc, Michigan. And then at the age of 15, he moved with his mother to Los Angeles to pursue modeling, and also took acting classes. His career jumped off pretty quick because at only his second audition, he landed the role of Adam Shepard in a film called Clipping Adam. And his accolades and his awards started pouring in pretty quickly because he won Best Breakthrough Performance at the Phoenix Film Festival for his role in Clipping Adam. In 2004, he appeared in the film Sleepover, and also appeared in the ABC series The Days as Cooper Day. 2004-2005, he had a recurring role on the first season of the Disney series Phil of the Future. And then in 2005 and 2006, he appeared on the ABC sci-fi thriller Invasion. In 2007, he was in the supporting cast of the film American Crime. And then in 2008, he had two films. It was Gardens of the Night and Never Back Down. And then he also appeared in the sequel for Never Back Down in 2011, and it was Never Back Down, The Beatdown. In 2008, he had a run of TV episodes that he appeared in. He appeared in episodes for Dirt, Without a Trace, Monk and House. In 2008 and 2009, he appeared on 6 episodes of One Tree Hill. He played Jack Daniels. And then in 2009, he was in an episode of The Ghost Whisperer. In 2010, he was in the film Kick-Ass. Now, he was supposed to, I believe, they wanted him for Kick-Ass 2 for the sequel, but he was busy already filming American Horror Story, so he couldn't take part in that. And in TV that year, let me tell you, this is where I first saw Evan Peters. Listen, I'm gonna save the best for last for the TV shows. That year he was in episodes for Criminal Mind, The Mentalist, and yes, he was in an episode of The Office, my absolute favorite show of all time. He was in an episode of The Office. It was called Nepotism, and he played Luke Cooper. He was Michael Scott's nephew, who was just an asshole. Like he was just the worst assistant. He messed up everybody's coffee order, and then Michael eventually bent him over the desk and slapped him on the butt, like, and spanked him, so in front of everybody, and he just ran out crying. So that's when people say Evan Peters, they're like, oh my God, I loved him in American Horror Story and Mayor of Easttown and Dahmer. And I'm like, yeah, I remember him from The Office. So people usually look at me probably how you're looking at me right now. So, hey, listen, I know him from The Office. In 2011, that's when he had his real big breakthrough. And that's when Ryan Murphy signed him to the first season, one of multiple seasons of American Horror Story. First season, he played Tate Langdon, and he returned, not quite sure, somebody please let me know if he was in every season, but he was in, let's see, the first season, and then from 2012 to 2013, second season, Asylum, and then 2013, 2014, Coven, 2014, 2015, Freak Show, 2015, 2016, Hotel. Somebody correct me. Was that the one with Lady Gaga? Or as my mom says, as Dolly says her name, Lady Gaga. That's how she was saying it before, Lady Gaga. And then 2016, it was Roanoke. 2017, it was Cult. And then in 2018, it was Apocalypse. And yeah, he's appeared in, I believe it was all of them. So he was in a lot of American Horror Stories. I like to think that he is Ryan Murphy's muse, along with Sarah Paulson. In 2014, he was in an indie comedy film called Adult World that was with John Cusack and Emma Roberts. That's where they met, and they eventually dated for a while. 2014, he was also in X-Men Days of Future Past, also appeared in the 2018 sequel for X-Men Apocalypse. 2015, he was in a horror, Pronunciation Matters, horror film, The Lazarus Effect. 2016, he was in a dark comedy called Elvis and Nixon. In 2017, he collaborated with Ryan Murphy again in the first season of the awesome and excellent FX series Pose. I think that's where I really, really caught wind of him there, was in Pose. He was a real bastard in that movie. I mean, there were parts of him that were a prick, but parts of him that you were like, oh, come on, we're rooting for ya. In 2019, he reprised his role of Quicksilver in the film Dark Phoenix. And then in 2021, he had a surprise appearance on the Disney Plus show, WandaVision. And then in 2021, he was also in the HBO miniseries Mayor of Easttown. That brought a lot of accolades to him. He won the Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited or Anthology Series. Also, 2021, he appeared in the 10th season of American Horror Stories, double feature. He was in the first part, which was called Red Tide. As you know, currently right now, he is in the Ryan Murphy created miniseries for Netflix, Dahmer, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. So that is a little bit of his career. Some of the charities that he has worked with, Small Steps Project. He's worked with the Anthony Walker Foundation. And he along with his American Horror Story castmate and friend, Sarah Paulson, they actually auctioned off lunch and a role on American Horror Story to benefit Children's Hospital of LA. Some interesting facts about Evan Peters. He's only one of 2 cast members to survive every season of American Horror Story. The other is Sarah Paulson. Evan Peters actually auditioned for the role of Peeta in The Hunger Games. His man crush is Matt Bomer, and his childhood crush was the Olsen twins. His favorite character that he's ever played on American Horror Story was Tate Langdon from season 1. And here's a sassy, I don't know what that is. Here is a sassy fact. A sassy fact is that one time he accidentally flashed his boys. His boys. I'm trying to make round things. I'm not like... He flashed his boys to Jessica Lange and Sarah Paulson on the set of Asylum. I cannot go any further into it because I don't want to get punched in the face by the powers that be on YouTube. So there we go. That's a little bit of information on Evan Peters. Once again, this is the start of Spooky Season Spotlight. So every guy might not be like super hot or anything, but in the spirit of spookiness, that's what we're going to be doing. Once again, thank you, Kristen Burns, for this idea because I think it is a great idea. She actually even suggested that I do a spotlight on Sir Anthony Hopkins. Who knows? I just might. It's spooky season. So everybody, with that, I'm going to go and have my lunch. I hope everybody's having a great day. And remember, if no one else told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world. We all need it. And everybody have a great day. And I love you guys. Bye, guys.